You were voted out seconds into the game. You're now on a tribe of people who've played before. You've never played. Do you belong out here?
Well, Jeff, I feel very much a part of this tribe and a part of the decision making and a part of the play.
You have one extra member. Who are you going to sit out? Abby, I got to ask, of all the challenges we've had, how many of you participated in?
2.
Both tribes working together well. Everybody in on this challenge, except for Abby, sitting out yet again. Dandang, congratulations.
Yeah, Lee.
Probably Malcolm who should be holding that.
No, give it to
Malcolm.
I mean, I live in a town of 3,000 people, and yes, I did go to a private, like, all-white school, but I do have, like, African-American people in my life.
Who?
My housekeeper.
So, I mean, like, that just put us on a weird vibe from day one.
But she's
totally
like a
different
member
world.
of our family. Like, she's...
A paid member.
Yes. I mean, you know, yeah, she didn't work for free.
What do you think we should do with your torch?
What happened to theirs? It got smuffed. Is that the word, smuff?
But Nyanka, they didn't quit. Purple Kelly, what do you think should be done with your torch? You guys are quitters.
I think it should be snuffed too.
All right, so I'll snuff your torches, but we're going to keep them here at Tribal Council. There'll be a reminder to you guys when you come back in here as part of the jury of the decision you made to quit. Coach leading the tribe of villains, using all of that life experience in a kayak. Jason going to Exile Island.
But this is also good for Jason if he gets the immunity idol. Like, I don't know why he's tripping.
That's true. This time, maybe you'll get a real one.
Yo, it's me, it's D with a capital T, always have been, always will be, Survivor 48, Week 5, the Milkman is in the building, like, whoa!
I am just free. I didn't know if you were still going or if it was, you know.
Oh, you didn't know if the war was the end. You didn't know
I
if
had
the war was
to
the
give it
end.
a pause to see, like, are you
Okay,
still,
okay, I see what's going on around here. That's how you doing.
I was paying attention because I'm sharing, liking and sharing, like y'all all should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
But I was paying attention. I just wasn't sure, you know, because you
never
switch
know.
it up.
You never know.
Because you switch it up. I just never know. And I don't want to cut it off.
Milkman slide, he gotta hit you with a yo. What's going on, y'all? It is Survivor 48. You're tapped into the reaction. Of course, it's Milk. And what would the Milkman be without just Bree? It's week 5. This was must-see TV tonight. What I will say is, damn. I was slightly let down. However, there was some moments on this evening that, I don't know, had me a little froggy. Then, you know, something was in my throat. Something was in my throat.
Yeah.
Oh, hallelujah. It was going down on Survivor on
there
tonight.
Were a couple of parts. I will say maybe there wasn't a lot of drama. As much drama tonight as there could have been or should have been.
That's really what it was.
But between the opening with the Vula, is that the green tribe?
You know Vula. Yeah, Vula. Don't act like you don't know Vula.
With them coming together and to, you know, the episode. It was a very emotional episode, I will say.
Forrest, I mean, I feel like as we continue to watch Survivor, like we are truly getting to see what humanity is evolving into. And while we can be competitive and we can want to win, and we can still have drive and all of that, but at the same time, we can still have compassion for our neighbor, for our fellow human beings. And it is, I've been blessed to see it evolve over my lifetime. Just like I remember what it was like when I was in school versus working in schools and seeing how kids interact with each other. And I'm not saying anything is perfect, but we certainly have got to praise young people for the direction that they're headed. I mean, come on now.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely praise young people, and they're our age people, their parents, millennials.
I don't give us no credit. It's the children. I don't know who told them. I guess it was somebody that saw
Gen
on
Z,
YouTube.
I mean, Gen X and millennials are doing a good job raising compassionate people who care about other people. Now, I will say Gen Z and Gen Alpha puts it into practice a lot more than past generations.
Some folks just preaching, and some folks actually out here practicing what they preach.
They put it into practice, but
come on now.
I think it does because people talk about the old gameplay and Big Brother versus how Big Brother is now, the old gameplay and Survivor versus how Survivor is now. And I think what you said, it's the evolution of humanity, and it's really nice to see, especially with the state that our country is in right now.
Come on now. We need to see humanity coming together. We need to see that there are still people who are genuinely concerned and care about one another. And it's not all just big guy versus little guy. Power versus no power, money versus no money. Just, hallelujah.
Yes.
Glory to God. Survivor. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Where do you want to start?
I would like to start with Vula coming back to the their
coming back to camp after the last tribal.
Yeah, after the last tribal.
I think that,
Camilla and
sure.
Kyle.
Oh, Kyle, that was pretty easy. I thought you were talking about my shawarma friend. I can't ever remember how to say his name.
Shaheen.
Oh, that's it.
I think they did a good job still covering, what had happened.
Keeping their story alive.
Yeah.
They ain't got to blow their cover.
The fact that he was like, oh, it looked like somebody had went through my bag, so I was like, I better use it. I thought that was a great cover story.
Great cover story.
Yeah.
Amazing. Kyle was playing this game. And then the way they came together, and now they all like, okay, we going to play this game together. And we going to pretend like we don't like each other, but we really with each other. That sound like? What that sound like? That sound like the cookout, don't it?
Yeah. They all come from parents or grandparents who had a immense struggle like in their lifetime to from civil wars to racism to interracial relationships, huge. I mean, all of these things, like huge things, that your parents come and like
I think they call that trauma bonding nowadays.
They were definitely trauma bonding.
They were trauma bonding. That's how that's
for sure.
I learned that a couple years ago now, I guess it was.
But the way that Camilla said, like, oh, this was like that in this, here in the 50s, like they make these things sound like they weren't, that they were so long ago, but in reality, they were not. Like,
I mean, that's just like telling somebody he was born in the 90s. Come on now.
Well, I mean, these things,
they don't have good perception of time. Okay.
When my sister was
or
born,
the 80s. Yeah.
My oldest sister was born. She was born 2 years after it became legal to marry someone for Black and white couples to marry. Like, she was literally almost illegal.
It was almost illegal.
Like, it's just not that far away. That stuff was
right. We are not that far removed from it. That is very true.
Yeah,
we are not that far removed from it. It is within your grandparents' lifetimes. Okay, certainly your great grandparents, depending on how old you
or
are.
your parents, or it's in these people's lifetimes. Like, so, yeah, so they definitely trauma bonded, and I am here for their tribe. Like, I trauma bonded with them.
now you with the Green Tribe. Now you all.
Well, as soon as it got rid of Say, I was with him.
Okay.
It was Say.
Now I see where we at. Now
and I always liked Camilla and Kyle. So now that they're there,
I ain't mad.
And I like Joe. I actually liked Thomas
Joe
too.
I'm upset. Joe was a star tonight, boy. I wish I could. Look. I wonder if I can hold it together as well as Joe did. Joe just stoic and the point and the and the he was stoic, wasn't he? He was stoic.
Yeah.
That man was moved on the inside, so
yeah.
I guess let's not jump the gun, though, right?
Right. Okay.
Shouldn't do that. But oh my God, it was so
great. So as we move on to the competition.
Yes, pastry time for advantages.
Yes, so this was an advantage
in my
competition in order to go to Sanctuary or have a second thing of,
just have your pastries delivered to your camp.
So
you can either go on a hike for pastries or you can have them delivered.
What did you think about
what was I thinking?
Say and Chrissy's differing opinions on saying that she deserved a break and wanted to sit out.
Say didn't know what the hell else to say, and Say in the back of her mind probably knows she should have said something different. However, Say I think is oppositionally defiant, and so Say was going to be contrary.
You got her diagnosed.
Oh, I got her diagnosed. I got her diagnosed. Okay, definitely oppositional defiant. Definitely going to be contrary. If it's not her way, it's not the right way. She, Say is a very firm person. She stand on what she stand on, and she ain't going to be talked down, back down, none of that good business. It's also going to be her downfall at some point. The question is, will it be tonight? I don't know. We got to wait. We got to get there. Huh.
And then I cracked up though that she was like, and then she came back and ate fruit, and she said, "What you got there?"
You got an apple left? Do you got an apple left? Is that what you have? You have an apple left. She said she ain't gonna be eating my fruit.
Not eat my fruit. I know that.
Better not eat a piece of my fruit.
Out.
What she said, she didn't even play it. She didn't even do the challenge. Gonna come back and grab a
and immediately grabbed the piece.
Is that a kiwi? Is that a kiwi? That is a kiwi. Oh, so you got an apple left. Okay, noted. Oh, funny as hell. It's definitely gonna be a woe. It's gonna be a woe between the two of them. It's gonna be a woe. Yeah. So the question is, which side is Cedric gonna fall on?
In this competition, though, they had to do some stuff with some balls. It didn't seem that hard of a competition.
I'm telling you, we could have done this one.
We could have did this one.
Me and you. I'm telling you, we could have did this one. All right. This was our challenge right here. You talking about braiding and then like basketball.
And so that's what I'm like, for her to sit out a challenge. Why this was the easiest damn one.
Exactly. Hello.
The easiest damn one. And,
come on now.
Yeah. So, and then can we talk about how Mitch is real carrying that tribe?
You say doing what, Mitch?
Mitch is carrying them.
He was
the only one who could bounce the ball off the net into the thing.
Hey, first of all, he had English on his. He wasn't even just bouncing it. He had the spin on it. It angled down.
He had a spin on it.
He had a spin on it. I said, okay.
I mean, he had to wait for his turn to come around every time for them to get the ball.
For them to get it. Yeah.
Then was rolling the thing at the end. I was like, look at Mitch just carrying the tribe.
You know what though? Let me tell you, they wish they could switch Mitch out for David, because if he is not a Hercules, I don't know who he is.
I don't know if they want to, because when they switch Mitch out for maybe Cedric. But
no, I'm
Mitch.
just saying, if you want somebody to actually carry your tribe, it's going to be David. Do you see him?
I mean,
carrying his whole team to victories.
Well, because he has 4 girls on his tribe.
Well, I'm not saying they're not capable, because they be playing their part.
And they doing good.
They be playing their part.
I wouldn't trade Mitch off my team. You see, when they was talking about who was going to sit out for the immunity challenge, they was like, not Mitch.
Not Mitch. Not Mitch. It ain't going to be Mitch, and it can't be you. So who we looking at?
Who else is going to be? Because it's not Mitch.
Is it you? Because not Mitch. That's not happening. Quality good times. Loggy ends up with the trip to the sanctuary. They get to. Were you surprised? He's a connoisseur of milk. He needs it to be all the way vitamin D. Okay.
That like you heard me. I think were we on the video thing when Lee? Yes, because you were like, oh, he's gonna throw that up later. It's weird to me for people over the age of 5 to just down milk like that. You know what I mean? And both of my sons do. Maybe not to the point where David does. Not to that extreme. But I just find it weird to just be down in milk. It's not even breakfast.
You know I love milk.
Only at breakfast.
Milk. He says not even weird. Breakfast. Hey, that's because you know what? You were never the kid that got caught drinking out the jug. That just wasn't you.
No.
Yeah, that was me.
I don't want no milk.
Yeah, I was all in the jug. Wait, so are you telling me that you catch your sons on the jug?
Ask Layla. Oh no, they know better than that.
You don't want no milk, but they can't hop on that jug though.
Yeah, no, they can pour it in a cup.
Okay.
They know better than that.
Yeah, they know better than that. If y'all have not taken the opportunity to like and share this thing up, please do so. If you tag somebody.
If one of them was to do it though, it would be Liam. But anyway, I'm sorry.
Yeah, little L dog. If you tag somebody that's going above and beyond, and of course, we'd appreciate that even that much more. And I mean, it would baffle and bewilder me as to why you would want to deprive anybody of all this goodness anyway, right, Bree?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying. So, Loggy gets to take the trip, and Vula, they were the other winner, right? It was Vula, right? Green. Mm-hmm. Green got them some food today. Finally, they got them their first win.
They got them some food.
Their first win. They got a win. Oh my God, they didn't lose.
Yeah,
they wasn't last.
They weren't last.
Oh, they got pastries delivered to camp.
Yes.
Oh, it was a good time to see them get a win. It was a good time to see them get. To tell you the truth, I think that the way Vula is currently constructed, they may be the team to beat. But I'm surprised by Dave and the ladies every week about how competitive they are together.
Yeah. Well, I'm still not sold on that Chastity girl. They haven't really did a whole lot with her. Eva was saying she don't really trust her because she seemed kind of fake. And they haven't really shown her a whole lot or gotten too deep into her. But the rest of the females on that tribe, Eva, Star, and Mary, they're strong females. Like they're good physical game players, as you know. So, I mean, for him to have a tribe of all girls, it could be worse.
For sure. And I mean, not to jump the gun.
Say, because they're not. I'm just saying, like they're not as physically, Chrissy is physical because she's like a firefighter or whatever, but she's older. And then Say talks a good game, but she really ain't that good physically.
She really not.
And so, I mean, it could be worse if he,
That's true.
to have a tribe full of girls.
I don't want to jump the gun, but I have continually found myself saying, who is Star?
Yeah.
This is probably the most TV time that she's gotten this season. It's week 5. Were you surprised to see how vulnerable Star would get? Should we not go there just yet? Should we talk about the competition?
Yeah, let's talk about the competition.
Let's talk about the competition. This was not an easy one by any means. There were multiple steps. There was digging in the sand. It was tunneling. It was going. It was a lot. Is what it was. It was a whole lot. And then of course the maze puzzle at the end. I'm never a fan of those. Even when they do them on Big Brother, I don't like them. I don't like them. No, then it just turned into Dr. Seuss. I don't like them in a box. I don't like them in a box. Jesus. But I am not a fan of those things. And ultimately, that's what it would come down to. It would come down to who could ultimately finish the maze and save their team from having to go to tribal council. Now, I will say that earlier in the day, there was conversation about going to tribal council and about what would happen if they went to tribal council. Obviously, that was coming from Siva and Mitch's squad. And ultimately, they would be the ones fighting for their lives at the end. But they would find themselves going against Lagi. And this is where things got really interesting with Eva. You want to talk about it?
Yeah. So, yes. Start off with Vula won their first immunity challenge. Vula wins their first immunity challenge.
But okay, let's not overlook that. Yes. Okay. Yeah. I guess in everything I said, I did acknowledge that they won. I just didn't name them by name.
But they won their first immunity challenge. So they finally got their flint. They finally get some fire. They can finally start, setting up camp. Even though it's about time to bust down camp. But anyway.
Right. I mean, at least if you believe the previews, it seems like it might be over.
Yeah. So, but they finally get a flint. And they win. So yeah, it gets down to purple versus orange. And
that's Siva and that's Lagi. Okay.
Lagi.
Siva and Lagi.
So yeah, it gets down to where it's Say versus Eva, because they each have to get a ball into this thing.
And what Jeff said, ain't no hiding. Ain't no hiding. Yes, everybody got to sink a ball on your team.
And Eva is getting worked up because she's just she can't do it. And now it's tied.
I do this?
Yes, it's tied now, and it's all on her shoulders, which is a lot of pressure.
When you the only one left? Come on now. Everybody waiting on you. Hurry up. We trying to win. Come on now.
And it's they had 2 and they had 3. And it's now they got 3. And it's and I'm still working on this. So
we knew Say was having trouble because she tried a few times and gave it up to somebody else. Yeah. And ultimately she came down to being the only one left on her tribe as well to have to sink that ball. And so we knew it wasn't gonna be we knew it wasn't gonna be no cakewalk. These two struggled to get that ball in the hole. However, I was setting you up. However,
Eva was able to pull it out. Eva got it. And when I tell you, I might have yelled at the TV 3 times tonight.
Okay.
The first time was when Vula won the immunity challenge. I'm let's go, Vula. Finally, you got your flint. Let's go. The second time, when Eva sank that ball, I was yes!
Let's go, Eva!
The joy and oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So You know, and at first I'm like, oh, look how happy she is. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's a panic attack. Like, she's having a panic attack.
Oh, yeah, she's having trouble right now.
Yeah. And so
I like how they did shield her for, you know, I like how they did get around and letting everybody look all of a sudden.
Well,
I
mean, they weren't even, I think they were just
they didn't
like
know how to respond.
And I think it took them a minute to realize, like, wait a minute.
This ain't,
yeah, because they were like, it's okay, you did it, you know, like they were saying that, and then Jeff like noticed she's not doing well, and he could see Joe.
Yeah, Joe's over there trying to just, you know,
Joe was trying so hard, and then finally he's like, "Do you want to go?" Joe's like, "Thank you," and I don't think anyone will, and I could appreciate. I mean, even though she did come out and say what it was and why she had told, or why Joe, you know, was able to help her because she had confided in him. Yeah. But I don't think anybody is going to hold that against them. Either one of them, as far as gameplay comes into mind, which is part of that compassion thing that we were talking about before. Mm-hmm. In the old days, they'd have been like, oh no, they're too tight. One of them's got to go. Next vote.
That part,
you know what I mean?
That part.
And I don't think that was anybody's forefront thought when you know
there was some dumb gameplay tonight. That was not one of them.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how Jeff was moved to tears in this moment of real humanity playing out in front of our eyes. Live on television this evening, Jeff just moved in such a way that he was choked up. He could not contain his emotions, and they boiled over tonight. Wow. Get to see Jeff being a human. You know, he's out here with all these singers. If he needed a part-time job, he could be Zingbot for sure.
Yeah. I like what he was telling when Say was doing that thing, and he's like, Say feeling the pressure, and she's like, I don't feel any pressure. He's like, well, you should.
You should.
And she lost.
You should.
I wish when she lost here, I wish he would have turned to her and be like, you feel the pressure now?
Bro, you know what's wild is he just don't miss a beat.
He don't.
He don't
been at
miss
48 seasons.
Beat. He be on it. You should.
You should.
I need that job. I want the clapback job on Survivor. I mean, that's all I need. Just give me the clapback. Just give me the clapback. I'm treating everybody on the show. As long as I ain't got to stay there overnight. Give me the hotel with Jeff and them. Wherever what lodge Jeff and them be staying in. I know they got air conditioning. I know that much. You can't tell me Jeff be out there without air conditioning. You can't tell me that.
Definitely not.
So Eva comes in the clutch. She even says she can't believe that she was able to finish it while she was going through the panic attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she was able to wow. It was amazing. It was amazing. And now this gets back to what I was talking about Star, because they get back to camp. And oh my goodness, to see the way that affected Star. Star came to life tonight. Star showed personality.
And she said she has people in her family that's on the spectrum, and now everything about, you know, her even makes sense and all these things. And it must, I'm wondering who it is. I'm thinking it must be someone close to her, because it really did affect her in a way that moved her to see someone with autism out here doing this. And that's what she was telling him, like, you're going to be such an inspiration for all these people. Yeah. Uh-huh. And so it moved her in such a way that she was like, since we're playing this game transparently, let me be transparent.
Let me tell you this thing I got
this thing. And then when Eva was the one to crack the code finally, she let Eva keep the idol. Like, that's yours. You earned it.
You opened it. You earned it. That's you. Hey.
Which is smart in several ways. Number one, it keeps the target off her back for having them knowing she has an idol. Yeah. Two, it builds that camaraderie with the entire tribe, but especially with Eva. And three, it humanizes her. Like before,
True.
everybody was like, the question you asked, who is Star?
Who is Star?
Who
I have
is
it in
Star?
big, large letters on my paper. Who is Star? We
Yes.
know who Star is tonight.
Yeah.
We finally know who Star
some
is.
Great gameplay by her at the end of that episode.
For
I
sure.
felt like.
Welcome to the game, Star. Welcome to Survivor. Welcome to having an alliance member, because I truly believe that Eva will ride with Star.
Yeah.
After tonight, I think that once the merge happens, Eva is going to try to pull Star into whatever she's got going on, and clearly, I think she's gonna get back ducked in with Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm excited to see what's to come. But before we get there, we got to talk about Tribal Council tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We got to talk about Siva, because Siva finds itself in Tribal. Say finds herself in Say and Cedric find themselves in a familiar experience. However, the dynamics are a little different, being that we've got, split tribe dynamics in one group here.
So we have 2 from one tribe, 2 from another tribe, and then 1 from the third tribe.
Good old Bianca.
And Bianca, as we all know, didn't have a vote.
Mm-hmm.
So before she is planning on, making them split the vote, and then it'll be a tie, and then they have to, vote between those 2 as the only options, in which case she'll have some explaining to do when she gets back to the camp, but at least she gets back to the camp. Then she finds out that Cedric might possibly be voting for Say, and either way it goes, she's safe, right?
I do not. I have the word stupida in large letters in the space at the bottom of my notes, where that's all the space I had left. Well, it's the end of the show anyway, but so I know that I don't need a lot of stupida. Like, come on, what are we doing here?
When I said
it was just eating you up on the inside, you couldn't contain it no more. You just had to let it out. Like,
so I said,
why?
I yelled at the TV three times, right? 1,
Biblical.
2, third time.
Hallelujah.
No, don't do it, Bianca. No,
do it. Don't do it. Bro, Say was gonna go home tonight.
Say was going home.
It was be Say or Chrissy. One of the 2 of them was going
Say
home.
was going home. And
Bianca
ruined it by opening her mouth and telling Cedric that she lost her vote. She didn't have a vote. So he then must have told Mitch, because they were the ones sitting next to each other.
No, he didn't tell Mitch. He told Chrissy.
No, because Chrissy didn't know.
Yeah, Chrissy said, you see, it was only 4 votes.
I took it as she was just figuring it out.
So who voted for Bianca?
I thought it must have been Mitch. Like, he must have told Mitch.
I assumed it was Chrissy. I assumed he told Chrissy at some point during Tribal. I thought maybe like when Bianca was off the vote or something. I don't know. I didn't know how it happened. But I figured it was Chrissy.
I figured he must have told Mitch, because Mitch was next to him.
Mitch looked surprised.
Mm-mm.
Mitch didn't look surprised?
To me, he didn't.
Okay.
To me, Chrissy was surprised and explained that's the end of the votes. So that means there's only 4 votes.
No, she was explaining that to Say.
Right.
Say was confused.
Right. But I'm saying
right, but I figured she was explaining it because she already knew, not because she was putting it together.
No, because I feel like she still would have been voting for what's the name?
I don't think so.
Chrissy, she just didn't say that much. She liked Bianca more than that.
I mean, but that's still a target. They're not anticipating the merge either, because you're probably thinking, well, at least we got a target still. We could get rid of somebody who doesn't even have a say, Bianca, and then we still got Say to get rid of in the future. I don't know. You're probably right. I probably misread it.
I don't know. We'll see.
We will. We will see. I mean, we think it's a merge next week. We will see.
So we'll figure it out.
I mean, did the previews not lead you to believe it was going to be a merge next week?
No, I think it's merging next week.
Yeah.
For sure.
That's going to be interesting. So they only split up for 2 weeks, or excuse me, I guess maybe 4 days.
No, they're at day like 10 or 11 or something like that.
Right. And it's like 2 days for each. Or it's like 4 days an episode, right? Or is it just 2 days an episode?
I think it's just 2 days an episode.
Yeah. So they've been together for 2 days. No, they've been together for 4 days.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's what I was trying to get at. I just can't count good. Don't judge me. Don't you judge me. Got me counting live on TV. 1, a 2, a crunch. My favorite commercial. No, not so much.
How many looks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop?
Tootsie Pop. A 1, a 2, a crunch. Okay. Well, any speculation going into next week besides we got the merge coming?
I feel like if once the merge takes place, I feel like Say is going to be at the bottom because her mouth just is going to keep her there. I would be very interested in I really want Camilla and Kyle to stay together, but
I like them as a duo.
And I like Joe. And
who's
then,
this person gonna be?
Eva.
Eva, and then they gonna pull in
and
Star.
then Star. Yeah.
Do you think David sticks? Do you think David sticks with his angels? I mean, Mary ain't really got a choice, and I'm not sure what's up with the other ladies.
I feel like Mary is going to try to throw tell about how Say is for her to give her more an advantage or whatnot.
Throw Say under the bus for sure.
Yeah. And because when they won that thing and she's like, yeah, we got this, blah, 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 blah. This is her first time winning something. She's excited.
That part.
And Say was like,
was Say just not talking about
blah, blah, blah,
slitting
blah,
people's what wasn't Say just coming for people's heads last week, or wasn't she just talking tough last week?
Yeah,
come on, Say. She want her cake and eat it too. She be talking out of both sides of her mouth. That's why she going home. Yeah, exactly. Because, well, she probably cool in real life. You think she's cool in real life? She's
I
not
think
cool in real life.
That we would not get along in real life. But again, she's younger than me. Maybe when I was young, maybe. But now she would look at me like a Chrissy. Why is this lady mothering me? Because I'd be like, girl, if you don't watch your mouth.
Who is you talking to? Who is you talking to? You better sit up in here and act like you got some sense.
Yeah. So.
Or as we used to say, act like you got some home training.
Training. Yes.
Act like you got some home training out here on television, acting how you acting.
Yeah. So it's I would have been like, do you want me to flick you in the mouth?
No.
That's how we got Tristan to stop saying crazy shit.
My lip just stays swole. People think I'm sad all the time. My lip just swole. Jesus.
Not at the actual lip. You just right here.
Yeah, no, bump it. Just had a whole lip just sagging down. I'm like, say something else. Your lip so swollen you can't pick it up.
But sometimes that's what they need.
I mean, you never know. Well, that's week 5, Survivor 48. Are we still excited?
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm ready for the merge.
I can't wait to see next week.
I really wish they had 2 episodes a week.
That would be nice. Do you think we could I mean, maybe we could no, that's.
But then it'd be even shorter.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
just give us like more insights and do like
right.
two
It's 2
1-hour
days,
episodes.
right? Or just give us another half hour. Would you take a 2-hour episode? You would
Yeah,
rather
but
have it
I'd
split
rather
between 2 days?
yeah, because it's so long.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot
Yeah.
for sure. It's a lot. Rumors: Big Brother might be coming sooner than later. What?
Yeah.
Are you excited to potentially think that we might not have to wait till the summer for Big Brother?
Yeah, but I don't want to get too excited until I have more concrete information.
Okay, you don't want to get your hopes up?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I don't want it to be too soon now. I mean, maybe May or June. Like, I like having something through the summer. So, if it's super early, I mean, maybe we'll have another season of Survivor. I guess they got to get season 49 in so that they can hurry up and get to season 50. I mean,
Yeah.
shit, I don't know what's
That's
happening.
we just gotta hurry up.
We just got to hurry up and get to 50. Hey, I haven't voted yet. I'm tripping. What am I doing? Did you vote?
I have not. I'm gonna be honest.
We're tripping.
Yeah.
I mean, we be busy.
I know. But I need to get my life together. Like, I've been home for a week now. Today makes a week. It does not seem like it.
Well, I mean,
all.
shit. Just because you've been home don't mean you ain't been working. You just been back in your own vicinity.
Because I worked overtime Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. One time for the one time. You gonna be ready to rock and roll with me in the morning?
I mean, can't tell you if I'll be ready or not, but I will be there.
Yeah, Prank Call Thursdays is happening live. 7:30 in the morning. You can catch us every weekday. Wake up, start your day the right way. The only way with Milk and Bree on Wake Up. And tomorrow we'll be putting another prank caller up against Nephew Tommy to see if he could take his throne. And at some point, myself and or Bree will be doing our own prank phone calls. Whoa, what that will look like. And who will we prank call first? That is the question. If you have somebody that you would like to get prank phone called, hit us up in the DMs. Give us some background information. Let us know who they are. And they could end up getting prank called live on Wake Up with Milk and Bree. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out into the universe. You got to put it out there to make it happen. And I'm not opposed to calling somebody. Did you ever do it when you was a kid? Try to do little voices on the phone, and you never did none of that.
Mm-mm.
You weren't mischievous enough for me. I mean, why was you such a little goody two shoes?
I told you when Liam got his lip caught in his braces, and he was asking me if that ever happened to me when I had braces, and his dad was like, "How would that happen? That don't happen when you're sitting down reading a book." And I was like, "That's very true, because that's what I did as a child." I was sitting down reading.
I wasn't putting all this at risk. I wasn't putting all.
So different.
Hallelujah. Quality good times. So you gonna get in on the phone call business with me?
I mean, I'm gonna be that annoying person laughing in the background on the.
You'll be giving it away then. You'll be giving it away. They be like, who is that in the background? Don't worry about it. No, don't worry about it. Okay, well, is it time to go ahead and sign off?
It is.
Okay, you want to go ahead and do it? Go ahead.
No.
Let me hear you. Let me go ahead. Yeah.
Bye.
Yo, it has been another amazing episode of The Reaction. Week 5 is in the book. Survivor 48 is rolling. Can't wait to see what happens next week. You can catch Bree and I in the morning if she makes
Maybe
it
if I don't die.
Yeah.
I tickle myself that hard.
Oh, I enjoy doing this with you so much. I can't wait. Tomorrow morning, Prank Call Thursday. Meet us there. Yeah. Until next time, I am the Milkman.
And I'm just Bree.
Bye.
All right.